It is after all for the purpose of getting me into a rather annoying thing. We're going to do picks in the base or load a big farms. Indeed, we do need a shipyard because that was also the first thing I was thinking about. You know, we need a nice longboat or something to get us around. Now I need to I guess remember where I left off last time, so I can actually give you a bit of a TLDR of what has happened. Where were we last time? Where did I log off yesterday? Rather is the question. Oh yeah. We had basically just taken over after the death of our dearly beloved mother with this one. Philippa. I'm good in a place to house it without the storm making damage. Sure. Indeed, because that is rather fucking annoying when you have a boat and it damages itself by getting pushed around. So yeah, there's still a lot of work to do. I've also seen that you've collected a lot of materials and have increased the number of chests and shit. Couldn't help myself to take a look around, you know. And oh, you've done quite a bit there. Must admit. But okay, so what did I actually do? Well, yeah, right. You remember when we took over as this one, we kind of lost our secondary duchy there. I rather unpolitely took that back, including all the areas she had under her own control. Our dear sister, she's dead at this point, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's dead because I murdered her, now that I think about it. Not the nicest act I know, but you know, sometimes that's just what you have to do. So we are now once again a double Duchess. Duchess indeed. I'm gonna go for the Hometer immediately. I mean, it's a good opportunity because I'm still dealing with my pipe here. And my coke and my frustration. Eee. I want 4 of those, eh? I mean, fair enough, fair enough. You really do like your Hometer. Literally, I do too. Yeah. Well, that was number 1. Number 2. Which actually reminds me, while I was sitting around waiting, I actually played another game that I would really like to showcase, if not for the fact that it's 18 plus. But it's a really great little side-scroller. And the best thing about it is, I mean, not only does it have pretty great pixel art, it has a nice brown waifu. Now that in fact it's actually pretty good. Actually pretty good, solid system, works, gets everything done. Really would like to put it out there, but I can't because Twitch would be immediately on my ass and go like, no, fuck you. I mean, I could make the argument it's just pixel art, but I'm pretty sure that's still not going to fly. For some mystical reason. It's such a great little game too. Actually, I think this morning, or all the way up to midday, pretty much was, I think, the longest time I have played game on my own in a long while. Pretty sure, actually, yeah. But I started playing Valheim, and that took me like an hour of just running around, you know, looking at things, see if the animals still spawn in the right places and shit, and checking out the base. And I got out of that and I started this one. I'm pretty sure I had it running, so relatively focused on it even. I think that is actually the longest time I've played games without streaming them in quite a while. See, and that's kinda stupid, isn't it? If there's a great game, good solid gameplay, solid graphics, and, remind you, relatively indie, I should be well within my right to showcase it. Just because there might be some titties in it, that should really not forbid it for all eternity. Seems a bit harsh. Also, to be fair, that is a pretty fucking cute looking waifu I do like. But if I dare so much as try showing it, I can tell you immediately that I'll be gone quickly. Sadly. At some point, and this is a point I have raised multiple times at this juncture, I really should look for a platform that does allow me to do that if I so fucking please. Yeah. Take Twitch, for example. Twitch that specifically has an option that allows me to claim that one of my streams is 18 plus. Okay, that's a fucking useless option. Because even if I do it, even if I check the little box, and everyone has to confirm that they're 18 plus, I still can't stream 18 plus games. What's the point of an 18 plus option if I can't actually do anything with it? The only thing it does at the moment is making things a bit more annoying for people who want to watch, because now they would need to click on a little button like, yes, I confirm I'm old enough to watch somebody swearing sometimes. Fucking useless of an option, isn't it? Jesus, at least let me then play something that is 18 plus. If somebody wants to see some fucking pixel titties, they should be able to. Fuck's sake, look at your fucking front page, Twitch. For fuck's sake, there are more titties there than the normal person on average sees in a fucking month. Völlig fucking useless option, I tell ya. Annoys the ever shit out of me. Okay. To be fair, I'm a bit more annoyed than I would usually be when I start playing, or when I start streaming, or when I start playing games. So you do have to excuse me if I'm somewhat more profoundly loud than usual. It's fucking idiotic at what it is. Listen, if you put in an option that specifically allows me to claim that my stream will be 18 plus, then the content, not only the content that I produce by, talking, should be well within the limits of 18 plus. So, some swear words, which usually don't even if a game has some swear words, that doesn't even make it 18 plus as far as the ESRB, the other nonsense organizations are concerned. So that's actually their weak point. I mean, listen, if you have such an option, great, that is ideal. Then please allow me to actually make use of this option in its fullest possible form. Now you might be like, okay, it's a porn game, what's so great about it? I can tell you what's so great about it. It's a fucking fun game to play. It has good platforming, and saying something because I usually hate platforming in such games. The combat system relies basically on dodging and countering, which I have not mastered at all, but it is actually fun and quite addictive. But the simple fact that there's also, every once in a while a character that's getting fucked in the background should really not stop me from being able to showcase it. Really not. Yeah, ideally I would like a streaming platform that actually just takes the idea that Twitch has introduced with this whole 18 plus option and actually makes that an actual thing, Why can't you just have a platform that's okay, you can do your normal streaming, you can, because, technically speaking, you could also argue that Crusader Kings 3 is most definitively not something for a younger audience. That's literally the Cuckold Simulator 2022, I think it came out. Following in the footsteps of Cuckold Simulator 2, that's what's happening in the game. So yeah, if you have a bit of fantasy, this is most definitely content that should be 18 plus, just because it's not visually doesn't change anything. But yeah, imagine just having a streaming platform that works in specifically to where you can just do normal streaming like this, or you could, I don't know, play a racing game or something, play Mario Kart. But you also have an option to go like, okay, listen, I'm gonna specifically make one for my adult audience, people who are actually legally allowed to see some fucking pixelated titties, especially if they're on a brown-skinned waifu. Delicious is what I tell you it is. I really fucking eat this shit. I mean, where else am I supposed to be going for streaming? I mean, I haven't even looked into it. I guess I could apply for that streaming rights on, I don't know, Pornhub or something. That would feel really strange. I mean, imagine you have somebody who 9 times out of 10 just plays normal games there, and 1 time out of 10 goes, okay, listen, people, now we have some titties. I would be amusing, but I don't see much potential for growth there, to put it mildly. Yeah. Now that I've complained a bit, but this point will come up. Every single time I discover something and go like, this would be really great and fun to play. I really would like to see how people react to this, and I would really like more people actually to just see it, because, it should be something that people actually help out with if they can. I mean, maybe there, but it kind of... To be fair, it is a bit of a bad example, but Pornhub is fundamentally a platform just for porn, and my content is usually not just porn. Just because I once in a while feel like it, it would feel like I'm basically barking up the wrong tree, to put it like this. And I'm pretty sure there are not the sort of customers, I suppose, viewers, I suppose, community, I suppose, that I'm strictly speaking aiming for. But yeah, Pornhub account in your link tree. It's an idea. Put it on OnlyFans. Yeah, OnlyFans, that is that one platform. A lot of young women apparently trying to make a living of nothing. I heard about that. I don't really engage with the platform, to be fair. I mean, I guess they must allow at least some nudity, considering what I've heard of it, so... But isn't it also... Is that also basically a subscription-based system they have? Do I really want people to pay money to see me play porn games? I mean, I would find that rather amusing, but... as I said, you know, ideally there would be a platform just like Twitch, as, you know, using the options that Twitch actually has and making me want to play it. Some nudity. I don't know how much. Can I just go there and get pictures or videos of people fucking in al fresco or something? I don't fucking know. I already heard about, you know, some titties and some feet. Feet for some reason are apparently really popular. I don't get that particular appeal, but fuck. Yes, somebody must be into it, so willing to pay for it. I don't know what's out there. And honestly, so far I really didn't have much of a interest going there. So, you know, I don't know if there are US states that you can, you know, post videos of yourself and other people fucking al fresco or not. I don't know. Why would I know? So far, I haven't sunk low enough that I would even consider giving some random bitch some fucking money just for some fucking smexy videos. If literally Pornhub is next door and going like, listen, you can watch this all shit for free. Like, okay. Yeah, I have far more titties, in far more variants, in far more skin colors, with tattoos, without tattoos, all the hair colors I can imagine, and on this side I have one single girl screaming like, don't you want to see my titties? That's not really that hard of an argument to be made. I did sometimes see that. It's like I have full videos on OnlyFans, and whenever I see that, I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna come back to you. I'm gonna remember your name, your account name, and I'm never gonna come back to you. Because I don't gonna fucking pay for fucking porn. In this particular regard. In other regards, if what you're doing is, for example, you make a porn game, and it's a good one, yeah, of course I'm gonna be more than willing to pay you whatever price you have deemed worth it. Usually porn games are relatively cheap, so I care, because I actually get something. I get to own something out of that. Something actually worth something. Something that actually has invested work in it. It is one. Where was I going? You're right, I was actually playing something. I really shouldn't get that annoyed, but it's just that, you know, the whole day's planning basically went well for that, so let's try to focus again. Okay. We did take over as our little new pope here, yes, and a few things happened along the way. So first and foremost, the Holy Roman Empire is still a massive fucking cunt. It actually has grown a little bit in this direction. Apart from that, things have been reasonably peaceful for the Holy Roman Empire as a whole. In that regard, that we did hit an usurper a very short time. The problem is this is a elective system, so, you know, our dear little Kaiser was replaced for like 5 minutes, and then he came back immediately. We had a short moment of weakness where our empire was actually down troop by so far that we actually got attacked for a little bit. We got out of it with mostly white pieces. We did lose a little thing here. The Jarldom of Gelra has freed itself. I don't think they're gonna be free for very long, especially not because they're my direct neighbor, so I have every intention to take them back into the fold. The Thuringia has finally completely disappeared. Burgundy is kind of losing out here quite a bit, actually. And, well, apart from that, everything is nice and dandy. As for myself, I've done precisely what I would usually do in this situation. So I finally got rid of this here. Basically, I got the last area of the Duchy of Friuli. Finally done. I got this one from the Bavarians, so that is done. I did kind of get rid of this one, mostly because it fucking annoyed me. The evaluation shit that she was going like, I'm not gonna pay you full taxes, you're not my rightful liege. And I was like, fine, then fuck off. So, you know, 2 new areas, -1 area, still a plus of 1, can live with that pretty well even. As for these, our little core lands, as I said, you know, we did have a sister that took over our other area. And, well, I politely disposed of her via, I think, poisonous snake, if memory serves. That's too bit of a, you know, civil war within ourselves, but I went and got out of it relatively successful. I had a husband before this one. He has decided to fuck off to the other end of the world for some reason. It never came back, so I couldn't actually use him, and he was an absolute fucking liability on me for the longest time, so I'm kind of happy that I have a new one now, who is actually doing things for me, including, you know, keeping my fucking domain limit up. Because for quite a while, I think 10 or so hot years, I couldn't do a literal shit with him. And as for the inheritance problem, we still basically suffer the same problem as before. Our little daughter here has, sadly, due to my own misplanning, not produced an actual heir for our family line. So she's kinda disqualified from, being our player, yeah, for rather obvious reasons. Now normally I would just go for the good old-fashioned murder hair option. Sadly, she is, you know, one of our own, so it's not really something I can do. I can imprison her, of course, and it would still be probably cheaper than trying to disinherit her. But the race for inheritance is probably going to be between these 2 nice little ladies. She took a fucking sweetest long time to produce precisely 2 children, and one of them is a girl, so that is good. She's also been trained in the ways by me myself, so relatively okay-ish of an outcome. And then we had this one, who at first didn't do shit, and then went through 3 husbands in like the span of the last 10 years. And while she did produce some rather annoying children that have nothing to do with us, she also then started to produce children of our own bloodline with her newest husband. Or I think her last 2 husbands, actually. I think this one is from her last husband, this one as well, and these 2 are from her newest husband. So she has been busy spreading those legs every single bloody fucking day, as much as she humanely could, and she was rather successful at that. Which leads us to the classical scenario that we have had ever since we started. Basically, you know, we have 1 person in power, and we have 2 potential inheritors. Well, I guess technically speaking 3, but, you know, we don't count. This little lady here is still disinherited, and we can't actually restore her inheritance, because the very moment we do so, she would become the next player, yeah? So let's not go there. Yeah, apart from that, I basically did nothing too specific. I'm kind of now waiting to saving up some money to build up the castle again. Most of the areas here of our core lands, the ones that we absolutely will always keep, have been built up quite a bit. The other ones are at least at level 3. I've built these special buildings, the Cologne Cathedral. And in case you don't know, that one is actually a very, very nice building. You should absolutely visit it. Worth it. And, you know, the texture officers and everything else is kind of just Gito. Not much changed here, you know. We're still going through the usual habits of trying to make everyone German. Making everyone Germany, that's an interesting one. And pacifying lands that have never been peaceful. Much just going on for the last 20 odd or so years. There's always going to be, you know, some struggle here, and the Kingdom of Frisia has kind of changed into an elective system now, because the Kaiser has decided to do it for some mystical reason. There's, you know, some nonsense like the independence faction going on here. The Holy Roman Empire is kind of buckling under its own weight at the moment, to put it like that. We have a very powerful liberty faction, some independence faction, and yeah, I'm pretty sure most of that power has to do with the fact that our dear leader has actually at some point managed to go down to, I think, 2,000 troops, which led to a horrible mess, of course. But, well, we're on the way back up again. And, you know, if worst comes to worst, we can help him maybe quell some of the problems, because I kind of do like the protection that I have while being inside the Holy Roman Empire. And slowly, you know, corrupting it, basically. As you can see, the glorious fate of ours still keeps itself somewhat in the Byzantine Empire. Of course, this area also is very much under control, and for some reason, that is the newest edition. It has also spawned down here. I have no idea how it did so, but it did. And this area here, you might have seen it, might not. One of our vessels basically had a little blip here. This one, Becaus. Which of course also means that it has the right religion still, but it was kind of recaptured by Aquitaine in the moment of weakness of our dearest lord. Yeah, that happened, but honestly, none of it was actually interesting enough that I felt the need to go like, okay, I need to stop now and make sure that everybody can see it. I've also, of course, busily been trying to get some dirt on the fucking Kaiser in order to change my contract obligations again. Honestly, if we got all we need, war declaration is not really needed right now because we have, he has lowered the throne authority. So we could maybe trade that for a bit less in the way of taxes, but then again, we make bank at this point. So, yeah, nothing really to worry about. As for Gilry... It's probably an area that we should try to take back. I mean, you also are up here, but honestly, you don't really have the necessary strength to endanger me, so that is something to consider, I suppose. Especially because our little priest lady has nothing to do. And honestly, for the most part, my preparations for the next generations are kinda done. I was plotting to kill my concubine. Oh no, well, I don't give a shit. To put it mildly. For the most part. Ah. Also, when you actually look at the things, the Kingdom of Sorbia at this point, I think, well, apart from myself, one of the biggest contenders in this dearly beloved little kingdom of our empire of ours. Going off military strength, I'm number 1 in the whole empire, but he's number 2. Although to be fair, number 2 is roughly 3,000 or so levies behind us, so yeah, if worst comes to worst, we can probably defend ourselves against pretty much anything that could come against us. Part of the reason why we have so many now is, of course, also that we have regained so much of our lands. Without that, things might be a bit more problematic. But alas, all is well in the world for the moment. It's not always nice when my fucking servants just die all the time. Are you a powerful one? Yes, you are. And you would really like to have a position. Okay, you suck at this fucking hard, you suck at this. You are actually pretty good at this job. Duchess Brunhild. Can I just swap you in there? Actually, are you any good at a spy? You are. Where are you? Swap. Oh, out of that problem. Yeah. As for my granddaughter, because of course we're once again dealing with the not next, but the even after that coming generation again. I think we're once again gonna wait until she's around 25 before we consider marriage for her. Honestly, at the moment, considering all things, and obviously we have actually at war in the Alain in the Jour war, so something down here. I haven't really been involved in that, to put it mildly, for the most part. There was just no point for me doing so, basically. Because it clearly looks like he's gonna win anyway. Although his decisions are kinda strange sometimes. Ah, yes, my daughter. Let her do her job. She's our daughter. We're not gonna piss off our daughter. Especially because she is one of the potential ones that should, at one point inherit our titles. I mean, maybe I could send some troops down here. Because I have so many male children now. Not even funny. But it did lead to a nice situation where our, not just our wombs, but our seed as a whole has been spread quite far. Right, not a problem with these particular places, and I think this is the whole reason why I wasn't involved in it, is that I have no way to spawn even fucking close. Basically, I would have to walk all through Croatia, through Crimea, through Alania. I have a distinct feeling by the time I do so, battle will be over. But hey, nobody say I wouldn't help out. Oh right, actually, that is technically speaking a bit shorter, I guess, when we if we use the waters, of course. Through the Adria, around here, of course, into the Black Sea. Quite a journey, though. And quite a pricey journey, considering that we have to pay for ships and shit. But alas. Like I said, apart from this, I had roughly 20 odd years of just really, now personally, really peaceful times. Not for the HRE, mind you. The HRE had some trouble, yes, but even that kinda blew over after a while because, well, I mean, look, it hasn't really gotten smaller. Let's say it like this, right? I mean, technically speaking, it kinda depends. If your journey is really long, then a ship is gonna be cheaper. Even if you have to make some stops to get some more provisions and shit. Why is this so loud? Oh, yeah. And of course, it's gonna be faster than marching your troops all the way through Afghanistan, literally. Now a distinct problem that they don't brought enough troops. Guess I need to raise the rest of the army as well, eh? Fucking fine game. Actually, no. Even in this area, the sea trade had a lot more volume than land trade, for the most part, for obvious reasons. You need a lot of goodies to reach the right markets, and that is always gonna be far easier done via ship. That has indeed, ever since the antique, been the case. And of course, if you then go further towards the 15th, 16th centuries, you of course end up with a situation where the sea market becomes so fucking egregiously big, it's not even fucking funny any longer. Why did you deserve my favor? I would not mean to obnoxious getting like you forget about details. But... You know what? I don't even care about your favor. I don't even know how I got that favor in the first place. You going up to me and threatening me for having a favor is, yeah, that doesn't impress me. Bitch. Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's rare that you enjoy that much just outright peace and quiet. So, who knows, maybe we're gonna see some horrible, horrible nonsense coming up relatively soon. It could happen. Because for some mystical reason, this game has a tendency to just not be nice and peaceful for the longest time. Of course, you know, she's also a drunkard, and as has been family tradition at this point, lover's pox, infecting every one of her fucking lovers along the way. Ah, yes. Spindly. And let's not forget, a bit of a risk for inbreeding. It's always fun and dandy. But I mean, you know, an empress, or a future empress, as we shall politely call her, behind closed doors, but the emperor actually can't hear us, of course deserves at least a few concubines. Ah, that again. He's going to take this away and give it back to me anyway. He's, you know, just a bit of a bitch like that. Where's the rest of my armies, actually? Pretty sure I ordered you to get your fucking move on. Ah, there they are. Almost where they need to be. I'm gonna help finish this war real quickly and then go back. I don't even know why I'm allied with him. I think it's just one of my daughter's fault. Relatively certain, at least. Yes. Be compassionate about it. Have you broken open the walls yet? You have not. Okay, what? She wants to make a chest. I'm not sure. Don't have a chest yet, so go ahead. Ah, Tobe. You are, I think, the son of the yeah, of the Emperor, even. Because he wanted me to train one of his children for some reason. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking make this for... Yeah, let's try to stop them there. Salt Fortress were added. Yeah, they're probably gonna get away, aren't they? I kinda figured as much. We're gonna chase them a little bit. Not too much, not too much, just a little bit, just a little bit. Hey, got them. Beaches. But fundamentally speaking, this is just a nice little sideshow to keep me entertained, basically. Oh, valuable prisoner. As in their literal leader. See, this is how you win wars. When you're lucky. Spend all armies. Please forget you could personally see to little Beer von Mecklenburg's education until she comes of age. And I guess I now have a free slot, don't I? Anyone I want to train? Not really. Oh, sure. I'll train you as a children. We might be able to get one or two of them to actually adopt our fate. That would be, of course, that's another fucking fornicator. That would, of course, be the ideal situation, to put it mildly. Military, rally point, move the rally point back to Aachen, as it should be. Because if I don't do this and I forgot about it, I might find myself in a troublesome situation one day. Our little order here has also grown relatively powerful at this point. So everyone who joins our faith now can actually draw upon a rather powerful, helpful army. Which is, you know, one thing considered rather nice. Now then, let's build up the next castle. See, this is the reason why I kinda need to wait a little bit, because those buildings start becoming really, really fucking pricey, to put it just mildly, very mildly. For this area, since I'm kinda in a situation where I'm probably not going to keep them once more. Charming, eh? I'm gonna make you learn that one anyway. The family secret to success at the moment. Just always go for fucking education. Where I have literally never regretted that particular choice so far. And I'm gonna keep those on the back burner basically for building up reasons. Mostly because, well, let's be honest here, most likely we're gonna once more find ourselves in a situation where we're not being able to keep those in the next generation. Yeah, take some money from me. I think apart from that, everything is nice and dandelion. Try to spoil my fit. Look, I have another favor, poke on you. You never run out of it. What are you gonna do about it? Gonna threaten me again? Hmm? You know, the teaches you have shit. More silence, you will do the same. We have grandson, steward, and vassal. Okay. Let's hope that he doesn't come up with anything too stupid. And then there are the guilds. Land grant, reclaiming county. Sounds kind of useful. Windmills. Knighthood. Not bad. Trebuchets, of course. No, that also would be nice. Advanced bowmaking would allow me to make crossbowmen. Not bad. We're gonna start with this because it's almost done anyway. Our family has really gotten quite far. And I think actually we have at this point a cadet branch even. If I would be able to remember how to fucking see it, that is. I'm pretty sure some of my family at least have decided to do so. Yeah, here. Augsburg Aquilia. Sadly, well, she has decided to die an untimely death. So that has kinda, you know, seen to its... not demise per se, but, you know, getting closer to that. A bit sad, that one. She had a good start there, you know, making her own little house, and then went like, well, I'm gonna die now. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Sure. Somebody else wants to invest some money in my artifacts. I have no problem with that. So long as you're not asking me for a favor and a return. Little child. some reason, everybody wants to be friends with this 80-year-old lady. I do kind of think at some point in the near future we will probably start getting into the area of death being far more likely. And should that happen, we don't have to make decisions on our inheritance once more. Oh yeah, I also went ahead and actually made sure that the areas actually as they should be. So everything that should be in the Duchy of Piedmont is now also in the Duchy of Piedmont. The same for, you know, Genoa and Lombardy, Pisa, Tuscany, Emilia. First of all, I was rather getting tired of my fucking subjects constantly bitching and moaning to each other. Not being able to do anything about it because, well, I forbid them to have war eternally, of course. So they couldn't even do anything about it apart from sitting there and screeching noisily. And so I took it upon myself to, you know, take vassals away, take titles away, redistribute them, to the point where everything is nice, dandy, and absolutely fair, so to speak. Yeah, let's not listen to our husband. We don't have any obligation to listen to our husband. For good reason. Men are the lesser in this particular regard. Apart, of course, when it comes to fucking martial duties, in which case we are going to send those fuckers out to die in droves. I do love that we have created such a absolutely fucking horrible system. Oh, I have a chest now. That's cute. The German chest, to be precise. It might not look very expressive and impressive and whatever the fuck else, but it is a thing and it sits there now, and it shall never be forgotten. God damn it, I wanna play some Trails of Cold Steel. Sure. Okay. 80 years old, we finally managed to get this one done. I think some diplomacy never really hurts me. Did I already mention that Trails games have a tendency to have pretty fucking good music? No, in case you were wondering where this particular track comes from. Hey, that is the sign of a failed society. A society that cannot defend itself from outside forces is doomed in the long run. I mean, nowadays, okay, at least for the western part of the world, we are a lot more nicer than we strictly speaking need to be. However, the past was not that nice. In the past, you know, if you can't defend your fucking lands, you're gonna be taken. That's just how it is. Come in then. Show me your loyalty. But in most societies, the leadership role will also be the one to carry the martial duties. In our case, we have created a thing that is not just religiously, but culturally in a way that we actually have... basically, we have created the most as-holish idea version, where now you have one caste, so to speak, being not only in control, but living rather leisurely lives, with nothing else to do apart from ruling and enjoying the privileges, while the responsibilities for defending your lands has kinda been, left to lesser beings. It's a bit like slave labor in that way, if you were to be very mean about it. But that was kinda the point, wasn't it? This was already my daughter, ain't your grandson. Who are you again? Ah, the King of Mukes. You know what? No, I'm gonna do this our way. Okay, you don't have any spouse to your name, so we're gonna find you one. Actually, since you are kinda supposed to be fucking off anyway. Let's see if we have many people not married yet. I don't think we actually have. Kinda cute. Queen Mother Dulce of Aquitaine, right. For some reason one of us ended up as the Queen Mother of Aquitaine. It's just one of those moments, you know. You look back and you think to yourself like, huh, how the fuck and when the fuck did this actually happen? But happened it has. And I think some of them actually intermarried with each other, so I don't know when that happened, but I'm pretty sure at least it wasn't my decision to make. Now, you're my granddaughter. You're not gonna get married because, well, you're kinda gonna keep you out and about. You're actually in the same version. You as well, little Ursula. Stay the fuck away from all of those evil men. Well, Lettuce would be some interbreeding. I mean, she's not a bad character, mind you. She also has the beautiful trait, so it's nice. But it's probably a better idea to go a bit out of her way in this particular regard. Because some of our family members apparently don't peer and fucking about. Don't ask me how and why, but yeah, it's kind of how it ended up. Where were you, little Ludolf? There you were. I don't think everybody else is actually happily right off. Not you though. That is good. I know you. You're from Trials to Daybreak. Yep. Everybody else is happy. Nice and peaceful. Just as it is supposed to be. And we have a whole whooping 3 granddaughters. Honestly, Carlotta doesn't really tempt me overly much. Only one child. There's quite a bit of risk that something might happen. I wouldn't really enjoy that. On the other hand, our little Princess Euphemia here has created so much offspring. I think it's a full 11 people at this point. I don't know, part of them are not part of the family, so something to be said about that, but that was basically a clerical mistake on our side, so can't really blame her for that too much, I suppose. And my husband died again. Now I need to find another one who's good at it fucking stewardshiping. 31, you say? Get your ass over here then. Join the right faith, please. And then you can also once again become the Royal Architect. Where is it? Royal Architect. Actually, now somebody else apparently is also pretty good at their job. Yes, at this point you can just assist me, because you have so much stewardship that you can actually get away with it. Sounds reasonable enough indeed. Now time to build the next keep level here. And yep, we're still spreading lover's pox like no one's bloody fucking business. It's actually kind of amazing when you think about it. Explanations. Okay, so I think this is the upper limit we can reach at the moment, or is it? You just wanted to get out of some taxes, eh? Well, the next generation is going to fuck you up, boy. Like you wouldn't believe. You're fucking good at this job. I'll take you. But the one question I do have is if we will finally see somebody reaching the ripe old age of 100. That would be rather amazing. So far we've gotten close. I think the closest we got was 93. Would be rather amusing if the, you know, Lover's Box, the Drunkard, Reclusive would manage to achieve that, where her predecessor, who was a lot less burdened, did not. I find it a bit unlikely, but, you know, never say never. I don't think we have any personal claims. Yeah, no, we have the city of Viterbo. We can basically, at this point, attack the Pope. If we had a will to do so. I do think that will, however, lead up to probably some rather annoying trouble along the way, if I had to take an educated guess. It would be rather fun to see him lose, though, I'll have to say. Taking over the heart of Christianity. Wouldn't that be amusing? I guess, actually, technically speaking, we could try, at the very least. I mean, he has a few more troops than me. Very few more troops than me, but still. Should we or should we not try to fuck with the Pope? Otherwise, really just like, I don't think I've ever actually successfully dealt with the Pope. Let's see if we may be able to. I mean, technically, we can hire the Holy Order. Or we should be able to. And this is definitely against a hostile faith, so to speak. Pretty sure they are also going to have their Holy Orders, though, so I'm not really seeing much potential here. But you know, if you never try. Then you never know. It also reminds me, we can call all of our friends, can't we? Oh, at this point we actually have some powerful friends, don't we? Okay, so we would lose that, you say. Now, where are all of my allies? Probably up north, if I had to take an educated fucking guess. You're gonna come down here, aren't you? I'm actually kinda impressed. Now then, how far away are you? Where's the fucking rest of you? $18,000. If only we had a few more orders to our name. Wouldn't that be amusing? I guess we could also afford certain mercenaries, couldn't we? How much would we need? Around 3,000 people, though. I don't think we can afford that now, can we? Not likely now, is it? I mean, we could get another 900 as a start. I might need a bit more in the way of preparation before we can deal with Il Popi. That does seem not really that unlikely. Are you not actually running away? The request is granted. For Gorge! Also allows me to hire more mercenaries. We might have chosen a bit prematurely to engage that, to be fair. Okay. A lesson indeed learned. Well, to be considered. It does seem like we do actually have a chance to humiliate the Pope just a little bit. Wouldn't that be all nice and dandy? I mean, he's not going to get any stronger. At least not by much. I think this is pretty much what he has. He does get the Holy Orders to help him, which is kinda annoying. Oh, fucking great. There goes part of the money I was thinking about using for that. Let's if the Holy Order expands even further, that would be nice, because, well, we can get them relatively easily. One could say they owe us. In a bit. I guess we're just gonna sit around and wait, collect some more money, and then I'll try fucking with the papacy again.